Hello. In this video, we're going to be going over assignment number 7 over photography. So, for this assignment, the goal of this is to help you understand how to use a smartphone to take some professional portraits of yourself. So, we're going to look at some videos that walk you through what a portrait is, how to use your phone to take good pictures, what are some good practices to use with backgrounds and things like that. So, that's what we're going to look at this week for this assignment. For step one on the assignment, you need to get with a partner because you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do, but then they're going to have to take the picture of you. I don't want it to be a selfie where you're holding the phone out like it's a selfie picture. If you have a stand or you want to lean it up against something and use a timer, that's perfectly fine. But if not, you're going to need to have somebody help you, whether it's a roommate, a friend, a family member, somebody to help you do this assignment. So they're going to take photos of you. Like I said, they're not selfies. You should take these outside. I would prefer you to take them outside. Or if you have to do them inside, do it near a window. That way you have that good natural light coming in. I don't want it to be in a dark room because that's not the point of this. The point is to try to get the composition of a good looking photograph, right? So don't take them inside in a dark room. You're not going to get many points for that because anybody can just hold up their phone and take a picture of themselves and it looks like crap, right? We all do that. I want to teach y'all how to take good actual pictures. So, for this, you're going to need a smartphone. If you have a professional camera and you want to use that, that's fine. You don't have to use a smartphone if you have it like, hey, I've got actual really good camera. Can I just use that? Sure. That's perfectly fine. But if not, just use your smartphone. All of our smartphones nowadays actually take really good pictures. So you can definitely just use that. So for this assignment, you're going to be turning in 4 pictures of yourself. 2 of them need to be like serious or professional looking pictures. So think of what your profile picture should look like on LinkedIn, right? If you don't have a profile picture on LinkedIn, great. You're now going to get one, right? Because we're going to actually use this for your LinkedIn profile. If you already have a good one for LinkedIn, you don't have to use this one, but this ensures that if you don't have a good picture of yourself, you're going to have one after this. And so you'll be able to use that on your LinkedIn. So 2 of them have to be serious or professional. And then the other 2 can be funny or goofy or whatever you want. If you want to do 4 professional, that's perfectly fine. We just wanted to give you some variation. If you don't want to do all serious, you want to do some ones that maybe show your personality in other ways, that's perfectly fine. But you'll turn in 4 total pictures. So let me repeat, you're turning in 4 total pictures. 2 of them have to be professional. The other 2 can be whatever you want. So if you want them to be professional or funny, that's up to you. So once you're finished, like I said, you'll pick one of your favorites. And if you need a LinkedIn picture, that's what you're going to use. Don't use the funny or the goofy one. Use a serious or professional one for LinkedIn. Because think about the purpose of LinkedIn is not just for social media to have a social media. I'm not big into social media, but LinkedIn is good for networking and it's good for looking for a job and for being in the business world because most companies are on there and they are looking for people to hire through LinkedIn. That's just what they're using. And so it is a professional social media. And there's not even really the social part. It's more of like a professional resume that has a profile attached to it. And that's really like all I've ever used it for is that. I don't actually do a lot of like communication through it. But you can use it more like a social media site, but at the bare minimum, it's like an online resume. And so employers do look at that. That is something big that they do. I've got a brother-in-law who's big in a company, and he's like, that's one thing they do is they check social media before they hire anybody. They check that they have people, that's actually their jobs, that's what they do. And he's like, about 40% of people that have applied, they would have interviewed, but they don't because they see something on their social media that they're like, yeah, no, you're not a fit, right? So LinkedIn is important to have a professional brand, and so you want to have a professional looking photo to start it off when they see you. So that's what the purpose of this assignment is. So if you don't have a LinkedIn picture, you're going to use one of these for that. For LinkedIn, you can edit it if you need to. In your phone, you can always edit it. Don't use like Instagram filters or any of that. Just try to make it look professional, right? So for the portfolio, so like I said, for all these assignments, you'll be turning them in your portfolio. For this, you can just put all 4 images on one slide. You could do 2 images on one slide, 2 on the other, 1 on each slide. It's up to you how you do that. But that's how you're going to save them, because when you go to combine everything into that final portfolio, you'll want it to be in PowerPoint already. So save it, and then, like I always say, save your file as a PowerPoint file and then post it to the Blackboard assignment. That way you have a backup copy of this. So if you lose it for some reason, if your computer crashes, your flash drive corrupts, something happens, which it always does every semester, save it to Blackboard. That way we can pull it and have it. And like I said, this will be the 7th assignment in your portfolio. So in your course, I've got these 4 videos. So there's not many, and they're not super long. But there's 4 videos that you can kind of watch that's going to talk about portrait photography, how to use natural light, which is what you should be using outdoors or right next to a window. And then this is specifically how to shoot portraits with a smartphone. And here's one other that's pretty cool that has a lot of cool information on it. It kind of talks more about film and TV, but it's pretty cool. So that's what we're doing this week. So make sure for this assignment you watch these videos, and then you'll be turning in those assignments. Or you're turning in those pictures in this assignment. So that's what we have for assignment number 7. Hopefully this helps, and you'll have a good week.